Have you ever been talking to someone and your mind suddenly goes completely blank? And you're both just standing there in painful silence, desperately trying to think of anything to say? Everyone has experienced that awkward moment when a conversation suddenly dies. But why does it happen? And what can you do to make conversations feel effortless instead of stressful? Why do other people seem to connect with anyone they meet? The answer isn't confidence, it's psychology. And by the end of this video, you'll learn the conversation skills that make talking to almost anyone feel natural. Picture meeting someone new. Maybe it's a coworker, someone at a wedding, or a friend of a friend. The conversation starts exactly the way every conversation starts. How are you? Where are you from? What do you do? And then suddenly, silence. Both people start looking around the room. One reaches for their phone, the other pretends to notice something interesting nearby. It feels awkward. Most people experiencing this think they're just bad at talking. But the truth is, conversation isn't a personality trait. It's a skill. And if you don't know just what to practice, you may end up getting stuck in the awkward zone forever. Nobody is born knowing how to keep a conversation flowing. People who seem naturally charismatic have usually practiced these skills thousands of times without realizing it. Which raises an important question. So, what exactly should people practice? The first skill is surprisingly simple. Ask intentional questions. If someone says, "I went golfing this weekend," and your generic response is, "Oh, that's cool," your conversation will die immediately. Instead, curiosity keeps conversations alive. Where do you usually play? What do you like best about golfing? What got you into it? These questions invite stories instead of one-word answers. And every story creates new paths the conversation can follow. Here's something most people never notice. The person asking thoughtful questions quietly controls the direction of the conversation. Not by dominating it, but by guiding it. Even if golf isn't interesting, the conversation doesn't have to stay about golf. Maybe they start because of their dad. Maybe they started because of their dad. Maybe they traveled to different courses. Maybe they met their best friend through the sport. Now the conversation has somewhere to go. But asking better questions only works if there's another skill happening at the same time. Most people think good conversationalists are great speakers, but they're wrong. They're great listeners. But that doesn't mean you should just sit there and nod while you think about what to say. That isn't listening, that's waiting. Real listening means giving complete attention to the other person, not rehearsing your next sentence. And when that happens, you start hearing details. Little emotions hidden between words. Small clues about what actually matters to the other person. Those clues become the next question, the next story, the next laugh. The conversation keeps moving naturally because it doesn't have to be forced. Most people only listen when they think they'll have a chance to reply. And that's exactly why so many conversations feel disconnected. Successful conversationalists listen to understand. But even listening isn't enough. There's one final piece that turns small talk into real connection. Think about the people conversations feel easiest with. Usually there's something in common. Maybe it's the same favorite movie, the same sport, the same hometown, or even the same struggle. Humans naturally bond over shared experiences. Sometimes those similarities are obvious, but other times they're buried beneath 10 minutes of small talk. That's why these skills matter. Good questions uncover common ground. Good listening helps recognize it. Once that connection appears, the conversation changes. It stops feeling like work. Instead, both people become more relaxed because they're talking about something that genuinely matters to both of them. This is why some conversations seem to last for hours, while others struggle to survive 5 minutes. It isn't chemistry, it's shared ground. Here's the hard truth. Not every conversation will be amazing. Some people simply won't match your energy. Some conversations will still end in silence. And that's completely normal. Silence isn't proof that something failed. It's just part of the conversation. The people who seem socially confident aren't avoiding awkward moments. They've simply stopped fearing them. Because they know they can always restart the conversation with curiosity. So if there's one thing to remember, it's this. Great conversations aren't built on being fascinating. They're built on making the other person feel fascinating. Ask intentional questions. Listen with real attention. Find common ground. Do those three things consistently, and running out of things to say becomes surprisingly rare. And without realizing it, people won't remember you as the person who always had something interesting to say. They'll remember you as the person who made them feel heard.